Hi everyone, this is Joanne with Joanne B Stamps. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Red Deer, Alberta, Canada. I am going to go through some more products that we received on stage in Long Beach, California just a few days ago. This is the third video that I've put together, so if you haven't had a chance to look at my other two videos and this one interests you, please go back and have a look at those. So tonight what I'm going to go through is I'm going to go through some of the products we received during the main stage event. So some are, or one is a prize patrol, and then the others are all attendees giveaways. So I'm sure you'll see other videos from demonstrators with products that they received, and some of them might just be slightly different depending on which prize patrol they were on. So I was prize patrol 2, and so they have 3 different prize patrols, and on your name badge it tells you whether you're 1, 2, or 3, and I was number 2. So I got this beautiful new paper that's going to be in the new catalog. It's called Scenic Coast. It's a 6x6 paper, and it has, I'm thinking 48 sheets. Yes, it says 48 sheets. So I'm thinking there's 6 of each. So if you can see it, it has this beautiful sheen in it, the pages that have the water scene. So this is the first one. And then the back side, oops, no, I went a little too far there. The back side is a blue. And the next image is this beautiful, I'm thinking this would be a sunrise probably with the beautiful yellow there. And then on the back of that one is the yellow. And then there's this beautiful one with some purples and pinks in there. And the back side of that one is purple. And then another one, this is almost a fall look to it, or a stormy look maybe. The back of that is a pinky orange. And then there's another one here with a very interesting sky and the beautiful water with that shimmer on it. And the back side of that one is purple. And then this is the last one, and the back side of that is blue. So beautiful paper that we're going to have upcoming that we can work with. Now, all attendees got this next item, and this is a stamp set, and it's called Family Celebration. And this is going to be great for birthdays and different seasons where you can actually customize your card a little bit more to have it for a specific member of your family or a friend. So I think that's going to be a great stamp set, and nice fonts on here as well. I'm going to use this stamp set in a card that we're going to make, so we will see that again. And I did show this stamp set in a previous video. But again, this is one we got as an all attendee giveaway. Really nice sentiments on here. I'm gonna have to play around with these. I know when we used to have the red rubber stamps with the Stampin' Write markers, we could color these, and so we could color the writing in one color and then have the more of a typed image in another color. So I as well have to play around with these and see if we can still do that with the photopolymer stamps. And if you have Stampin' Blends still in your stash of things, you can use those maybe and try it. Stampin' Up! Has discontinued the Stampin' Write markers. So, and like I said, we'll just have to play around with those and see what we can do if we want to make those in different colors. And then the last on stage all attendee giveaway we got are these beautiful sequins. So they really match in with this paper really well when you look at them. The shimmer and the colors, they just match in so well. So another great product to use. So what I was going to do tonight is I was just going to use this paper that we got to make a card. And so my inspiration for this card came from a card that we did at our Stampin' Up! Demo mingle that I went to. This card. So I thought if I use that paper and use these sparkles, these shaker bits, so they are called the loose shaker loose shaker elements, and put them in this sleeve and then put it on top of one of the papers. I thought, let's see what we come up with. So what I had chose for my card backing was the back of this sheet of paper. I cut out the purple piece, and then when I first saw this paper, what first came to my mind is, what if we cut flowers out of this paper? I thought a lot of times what I do is I'll take a white piece of cardstock or basic white, and I will use a blending brush, and I'll just put a bunch of different colors around on that white piece of basic white, and then I stamp my flowers on it and I cut them out so you have variegated flower patterns. So that was what I did with this. I took a couple of sheets of paper here. I took these 2 sheets of paper, and I used the Versamark ink, and then I put the white embossing powder on them, and then this is what I came up with. So I think if you didn't know that I had used this paper, you probably wouldn't realize where I got those different colors from on my flowers. So that was what I cut out to play with. And then I took a couple of the sheets of the DSP because I thought maybe I would like this dark purple. And then I thought, well, maybe that's too much. I'm not really sure. And so then I cut another shape out. I cut this one out that blends more with some of the flowers. And I've got this one. So I've got a few different options. So I thought what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting my shaker piece together, and then I will decide what elements I'm going to use here. So when we made that shaker card, what we did was we put this piece of paper into our envelope, and then we put our shaker pieces in with it. So I will just get some shaker pieces out of the container here, and I'm going to shake them up because I know at the event I got a lot of the round clear pieces that are iridescent, but I really want some of the stars and whatnot in here. Boy, I'm making a mess. I could maybe use a spoon or something for this, but that's okay. We will make do. So I'm just a little bit more. I'm gonna be generous here. Move those out of the road, and then I will do up my envelope. So I want to get this tight so these shaker pieces don't fall behind it, hopefully. And then I'm just going to take a piece of tape and tape down the top piece here. Tape it down in a couple of places so that it's all nicely nestled in there. So there, I think that's pretty. I hope you can see this well. Have those nice shaker pieces in there. So now that I've got those in there, I'm just going to put these back on here and see which one shows up. I think that does show up pretty good with that shiny envelope behind it, but let's see. Oh, and maybe I should also grab my white piece of paper. So I'm going to put this white piece of paper on top for my sentiment. So I don't know if I like that. Let's go back to this purple one here. I think I do like that, but I'm just going to try this one. I'm going to try these other two just to see if maybe I like them. I don't know if I do like that one. And then this purple one. Oh, that purple one does cost a little bit more contrast. This was the flower I'd wanted to use with it to stick kind of with that purple theme. Let's see. Let's go back to this one and see. I'm not doing this live, so I can't ask for your opinion. If I was doing it live, I could be asking for your opinion on that. Actually, I think I like this one with a little bit of white in it because you can see it just a little bit better with that. So now the stamps that I wanted to use, and when I was planning this out, I was a little bit surprised by this, so I have to decide how I'm going to do it. So this stamp that's in this family celebration sets, this happy birthday to mine is one stamp, but I really wanted the happy birthday closer together, and then I was going to put mom on it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to carefully ink this and mask off pieces of it so I can put it a little bit closer together. So I will mount it on my block, and I think I'm going to do this all in purple. I'm going to make it a little bit monochromatic. So I'm going to use the Highland Heather ink to stamp my image. So I'll take this off of here so I don't make a mess, hopefully. So I'm going to just stamp my happy here. Let me see, I think if I stamp it, maybe I want to stamp it down just a little bit. So we'll stamp the happy. And then I'm going to clean it. And then I'm just going to take some Post-it note tape and I'm going to put it on the bottom words here. And I'm just going to stamp this at the top of my ink pad, so I'm only stamping the birthday. And then I will take my sticky note paper off and hopefully get this straight. Happy birthday. That seems to be working out okay. And then I'm going to get the mum. And I'll put happy birthday, mum. I think I'll put that in the center. Sometimes it's hard to tell. I maybe should have seasoned this stamp by putting it on stamping it off on a paper first, but I think that turned out okay. So now what I want to do is I want to take some leaves from this lovely arrangement. So that was where I got the flowers from, was this a lovely arrangement set. So I'm going to just take the leaves and stamp a couple of leaves on here. So when I put my flower on, I have a little leaf maybe on the side there. So let's see, what color do I want to do that on? I think I want to do it in a lighter green. I don't want it to stick out too terribly much. So maybe what I'll do a granny apple green. I think I'm going to stamp it off. And I'll just put it just coming out under here a little bit. And I think I'll put one coming out the bottom. And I think it's okay if it's a little bit over the happy birthday. So there we go with that. I'm just going to take my chamois and clean off here. Should have paper underneath, but I never seem to. All right, so I'm going to just glue this onto the purple here. And then I'm going to put some ribbon down. And I think this ribbon might actually be retired that I'm going to use, but I kind of felt like I wanted to use it anyway since I was sticking with the purple theme. So before I put this on here, I'm going to use this Highland Heather sparkle ribbon. And like I said, I feel like this is probably retired, but anyway, I still have it, so we shall use it. Use it up. Get a nice bow on there. Oh, I probably should cut this off. I was going to try and tie it without cutting it, but of course I picked my dull scissors instead of a good pair of scissors. Pull a better pair out for when we finish this up. So I've just started my Facebook and my YouTube channel just recently. I've been a demonstrator for a few years and I have stamped and made cards and scrapbooked over the years for many, many years, probably about 25 years, but I've just got to the point where I've thought, yeah, I think I will start doing this a little bit more seriously. So if you are watching this video and finding it of interest, please subscribe and like so I can get my numbers up to do more videos and have more interest in what I'm working on. All right, so now I'm going to take this and I'm just going to put some dimensionals on the back and put it over my ribbon. Oh boy, the backs are not coming off for me. There we go. And I'll just put it over here. Happy birthday, Mum. And I'll trim down my ribbon. And then I'm going to put my flower up on dimensionals. So this may or may not be a card I can put in the mail. I have to say, I have been very fortunate in the cards that I put in the mail that I don't get them back because I haven't put enough postage on it, but it's bound to happen one day. All right, there. I think that actually turned out pretty cute. So I'm going to put it now on my card base. And on the video, I'm not going to decorate the inside, but I usually do try to decorate the insides as well as the envelope so that it's pretty when the person that gets it has that little bit of extra fun that they get with their card. Oop. Boy, everything is sticking to me. I've got some static cling going on here. So we'll get lots of glue on here to get this all adhered to the card base. And then I'm going to use some of these new sequins that we got and put a few of those on there. Okay. So I'll just get these flowers out of here, but I don't know if you've thought to do flowers like that using some of your DSP and just stamping a flower on it and cutting it out. Like I said, it's something that I do quite frequently as I find some DSP I like and I think, oh yeah, that would make a good flower or whatever I am working on, and cut it out. Just want to stop up my glue here before I don't want it to clog on me. All right. So let's see. Boy, decisions on which ones I want to put on here. I think I'm going to maybe go, these ones kind of have a pinkish purple look to them, so maybe I'll put a few of these on here. I don't know, I feel like I always put them on in the same configuration. Do you do that? Or are you good about varying where you're putting your embellishments? I don't know why I have that habit. It seems to always put them in a similar place. There we go. So there's the card that we put together today using that paper. So really, when you think about it, when you look at that card, you would not likely realize that you had used this beautiful paper to make that card. And in a way, it's a shame probably that we didn't use that lovely side for it. But we sometimes have to think out of the box to put something together. So thanks for watching that piece on putting the card together. And so now I am going to go through the swaps that I got on stage, the card swaps. So I did do the 3D swaps that I got. I did them in a different video. So if you are interested in the 3D swaps I received, please go ahead and have a look at that video. All right. So this is a swap that I had. So it is out of the Filled with Sweetness bundle. So it is a fun fold card on a bit of a staircase here. And this is another one. This is when I went to the demo mingle. This is the card that I did. And this one is mainly out of the Springtime Scenes set. I did use the Ladybug embossing folder, and then this came from Lovely Blossom or Lovely Arrangements, and then this came from the Sweet Bugs, the mushrooms, but I felt like it was mainly from the Springtime Scenes stamp set. And then this was one more 3D swap that I did. So I used the barbecue set for it, and I put on a gummy hamburger, and then on the inside I also put in a coffee crisp, because in the States you can't get coffee crisp bars, and I know quite a number of people do like coffee crisp bars. So now I'm going to get into the swaps that I received from other people. So my first swap is from my team leads. This is Karina Chin's card. So she swapped this Gears and Textures card with me, and on the inside she has put a gear on there. The next number of cards that I got are from the Lovely Blossom Suite. So this is a Z Fold card, beautiful card. And this one was given to me by Lisa McGrew, and she is out of Texas. Beautiful card. And another one with the lovely arrangements, lovely blossom set. So did some stamping and some die cutting with the flowers there. And then this has that daisy folder just on the back of this stamp die there. And then had stamped the inside as well. And this card is from Barbie Kelly, and she is in, I'm not sure it says here. She told me what she used on it, but I don't see it says where she's from. And then another with that set, a thank you card. And then that one came from Kelly Larson. The Lovely Arrangements is really a popular set. I have done quite a number of classes with it. Another card with that paper and stamp set. And she has done the inside of the card with Sending Smiles Happy Birthday. And this card came from Kim Pellies, and she is in Pennsylvania. I hope I'm not butchering people's names too terribly badly here. Cutest Crew. Look at these cute kitties. She did a really good job. I like how she colored the kitties. I know I have this stamp set, and I've done a few classes on it, and I'm always hoping when I get done coloring the little critters that they look okay, because I wouldn't say I'm a coloring guru one bit. So some kitties on the inside of the card, and this is from Wendy Mainhart. Now I have some with the the Sweet Bugs bundle. So we have that cute little caterpillar there. And then she's done some on the inside with the paper. And this is from Cynthia Carvello Schultz. Sorry, Cindy, I just really butchered that if you happen to be watching this. Another cute one with Sweet Bugs. So it's a fancy fold. And she's got some nice embellishments there. And this is from Diane Lezada. And here's another cute little one, little guy reading the book. And some little ants on the inside parading. And this one is from Barbara Dykhouse. Thinking of You card, and this is with the You in Mind stamp set. So I think that was Julie Davidson's $1 Million stamp set. And then I believe these hearts are from the Endless Love stamp and die bundle. And inside there's another heart, and this card is from Dana Miller. The barbecue stamp set. So we've got a grill to the Grill Master, and on the inside Happy Father's Day, and then the sausage on the stick. This is from Mary Harvey. And then we've got a few cards with the Words of Beauty and Petals of Beauty set. So Just Because I Appreciate You. And I think she's made her own paper with the stamps. That's really pretty, the colors that she chose there. And this card is from Creative Curiosity. And I'm not seeing a name, just Creative Curiosity is where this came from. Beautiful card. And then another one, You're Just So Lovely. And this card, is also from Creative Curiosity. I got 2 cards from her. It's interesting when you're going on stage, people are just walking around with cards and different things to swap. And often, I guess you don't realize you've already swapped with somebody when you're walking around. Popping up to say hi. So this is the Terrific Toadstool set. And I'm not sure where this DSP came from. Oh, and this one doesn't have a name. I guess I didn't put their name. I tried to, when I took them out of the packages, I put the names on them with paper clips so I wouldn't lose them. And there mustn't have been one in that package. This is using the Beach Boardwalk. That's cute how they put the happy birthday on there. This is one of the sets I don't have. I feel like I have a good portion of them. Every time I look at a card, I think, oh, I want that, but I have to stop somewhere. And especially now that the new catalog is out, because there is more that I will want. And this is from Sheila Penderanda. Sorry, again, not doing well with the name. And then we've got a card using the Pretty Florals paper. And this is from the Spotlight on Nature. I think this is a fall embossing folder. And then this is one of the new dies we have. So they've sure used a lot of dies and layered them to make a very nice card front. Another Z fold card. And this is from Lynn Blind. The next card is using the Pretty Florals. And she's also used that. I think this is the new, it's almost like a glimmer foil paper. I don't have it, but it's ever beautiful. Yeah, that's really nice. You make the world a better place. And this card is from Jenny Tremblay. And then I have a couple of cards using the Delicate Whispers, and I think this is really a popular set. Unfortunately, it is unavailable, and it will be unavailable for some time. So use the Hello Friend and the DSP paper there, done the inside with a stamp. And this is Karina Chin. This is my team lead. And another one using that suite. Again, they used Hello Friend and that beautiful paper and that die. I can't remember what set that is with, but that beautiful die. And then on the inside, they've stamped some flowers. And this is from Kimberly Stathakos. Thinking that must be Greek. And our next card is from the Ready, Set, Go suite. So a happy birthday card. So that would be and there's the car stamped inside. So a great card for somebody in your face or your family if they enjoy racing. This is from Anne O'Shire. The next card is Garden Blooms. This is one of my favorite stamp sets. I absolutely love this stamp set. I've made so many beautiful cards with it. So they've stamped the flower and then they've used the Wink of Stella on the flowers to really make them shimmer. And then they've stamped some of the other elements on the inside. And this is from Barbara Sabering. This card is using the flower. It's that large stamp. I made some notes here so I would be able to tell you the stamp sets as I was going through. And I can't read my writing, but it's that new large stamp, I believe. So they've stamped the background and then they've stamped some flowers, colored them and cut them out and used Hello Friend. And I think this Hello Friend is from the Lovely Arrangements. And then some of the DSP, Always Here for You. Unfold card there, and that's from Lorraine Duran. This next card is from the Greenery Lane. They've done a great job of layering too, many different layers here. And I think some of this might be that washi tape that you cut out and then they've stamped the background of the card. So very nice. And then they've done a strip on the inside. And this is from Amy Coons. And Amy did a great presentation on OnStage. I really enjoyed the presentation that she did. This one is also Greenery Lane, and it also has the Kintsugi Inspirations paper on here. So the sentiment was from the Greenery Lane, and then this is that DSP from that other suite. Beautiful card, and then use some gold ribbon on it, and it is a Z-fold card. This card was made by Linda Hopfinger. And then we have a thank you card that we used the Peaceful Gardens DSP on there for those 2 circles. And this card is by Deb Andrensen. Tulip card using the Sunshine and Tulips. That's pretty. I don't have this one either. Welcome Cutie. And some tulips on the inside. I feel like these tulips are maybe from that woolly sheep set. This card is by Nina Cello. The next card is using the Lovely and Beautiful paper and the Prayers and Promises stamp set. So another fun fold card. Very pretty. And this is from Jenny Ryder. Then we have a Hooray. And so this uses the Splash and Sparkles paper. And then this hat is from the seasonal celebrations. I'm not sure where this stamp is from, the Hooray stamp, but that's a pretty card. And this one didn't have a name on it either. This is another pretty card used with that lavender paper. It's been out for a few years now. I wonder, didn't see it in the new catalog that we got, so I wonder how much longer we'll have it, but I've sure seen some beautiful pictures, or sorry, beautiful cards with that over the years. And they've used that behind on the inside of the card as well. And this is from Adele Finney. The next one I got is, this is a bit of a 3D. It has a little treat inside here. So this is a stamp set, I think, from a few years ago with this cute turtle on. It says Sweet Friend. And it's okay to take it slow. And they've put a green tea in there. And then they've used that turtle. Oh, maybe not. Maybe this is that turtle set that we got not long ago. Again, another one I don't have, so I'm not that familiar with it. But this paper makes me think of that paper that we had out just not that long ago. And this is Anita Grossclose. And then I have a little matchbook holder here. This is from Wendy Schaefer. And inside of this is a little sewing kit. So that was cute. It's got the little camera on the outside, and when you open it up, it's got a little sewing kit inside. And the last thing I have for this video, I got this from Don Griffith's Gadgets. So I was really excited to get this, but I'm in Canada, so I'm going to have to take this down to the post office and see if we have the same width for our envelopes when we're mailing them as well. But she's got a little bit of information that's put in here, and then that slot to know if your card is going to require extra postage. So that is a great thing to have. So on here in her business card, this is Griff's Gadgets, and like I said, that's Dawn at the Glitter Pit. So if you're interested in getting one of these, look her up. And I know she has many different 3D things that she's printing and selling, so have a look at her site if there's anything you're looking for in that respect. So as I said earlier, I think this is my third video. So this is my last video of all the great things I got on stage. So I will continue to do videos. I did get my paper pumpkin this week, so I might do a paper pumpkin video this week. I'll do a couple alternatives and just show you that new kit and some other ideas to go with it. So thank you for watching. Again, appreciate it if you like and subscribe, and have a great rest of your day. Thank you. Bye.